Hello and welcome to another Traditional Thursday. I'm Connor Wilson for Lax All-Stars, and today we're going to be talking about Jeremy Thompson's sort of pita, sort of traditional pocket. Now if you look at a traditional pita pocket, you'll see you have a very tight track down the middle. Those two leathers are really cinched in. It's not going anywhere. You know, that track really isn't going to move. Now Jeremy's pocket is a little bit different, and he's doing a couple of different things. First of all, that middle track on the pita pocket does not have the same number of loops and twists. So you can see that that's twisted 3 or 4 times on a typical pita pocket, right down the middle. But on Jeremy Thompson's stick that he was using earlier this season for Hamilton, it only has one interlock in the middle. And as you can see right away, this allows those two middle leathers to really separate out quite a bit. So when the ball sits up here, they separate out. When the ball sits down here, they separate out. When the ball sits low in the pocket, those two leathers move apart a little bit more. So the pocket really does move all the way from the bottom to the top of the stick. And no matter where the ball sits, that's where your pocket is going to be. Problems I've run into with it, though, are if I didn't have the tension perfect on these pieces of cross lace, particularly here and here, all of a sudden these knots would move way up like this. And that gets ugly pretty quick. Now, as the leathers are starting to cinch, they are actually, see these kind of cinch areas where it's a little thinner. The leathers are actually starting to cinch. So the pocket is starting to stabilize and is starting to stay in the same place. I've now coached with it once and played wall ball with it twice, and it's already starting to settle in. So as it does that, I think I'm going to have to mess with it less and less. Just to be careful, though, after I'm done with it, I always take a tennis ball, throw it in there, wherever I want the pocket to sit, wherever I really want those leathers to cinch, take a chopstick and feed that through. So I like that kind of medium-low pocket, so that's what I'm going to do with it at the end. And that's just going to help break that pocket in and give it a little bit of shape, form, and consistency. As you can see, I have 2 trees that start on the middle 2 leathers. So this piece of string is one piece, and it goes down this middle path and then back, and this one covers right there. Then I have a separate piece here, a shorter sidewall piece. If you don't get the tension right in the middle, if you don't get the track tension right, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So in terms of whether or not this is an advanced stick or a beginning traditional stick, I mean, until you can string up a really tight pita pocket that's coming out exactly how you want it every single time, this might be a little bit out of your depth. So this is definitely a difficult pocket to string because the tension has to be right, the break-in time is a little bit longer, and you know, it does move around on you a little bit as you're breaking it in, so you need to know how to fix it. But if you can pull it off, I mean, the hold has been unbelievable. It throws super accurate. It's one of the more interesting pockets I've ever played with. It doesn't feel all that different, but the control I'm getting with it, especially early on, is really impressive. I'll give you one last look. So start one here, start one here. Same thing on this side. So you're starting your trees on these 2 middle leathers, and then after you get those in, that's when you just put in this side. So it's really pretty simple. The stringing isn't that difficult. It's the tension and then the break-in, which is really going to give you some potential problems. So best of luck. If you've got questions, drop them at the end of the video in the comments section, either on our blog, laxallstars.com, or on YouTube. We'll try to get back and answer them for you. We'll be back next week with a killer Traditional Thursday. It's going to be a Google Hangout featuring some awesome stringers getting their input on mesh versus traditional, on break-in times, on their preferred pocket, all that kind of good stuff. It's going to be fantastic. So that'll be 2 p.m. next Thursday. Check it out live on our YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Connor Wilson.